All right, we're welcoming in the jury Tim, John Golby, Manuel, Carrie, Jason, Leslie, and John voted out the last tribal council. So this is the final tribal council. We have our final two right here. Steve and Elias, congratulations.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this guy played an amazing game. In terms of, strategy, he ran this shit. Absolutely ran. No question. That is leadership, and it deserves respect. I don't know if it deserves loyalty, because he wasn't loyal to you. If you're sitting here, it's because of him. If that's not enough, if that makes you feel like, well, he really played the game, he played Survivor. I can say I did too. I didn't play his game. I played a little differently. I rolled on my side along this filthy piece of road. I ate every gummy worm. What was it, like 20 in a minute? I ate 20 in a minute. I stood with these sharp fucking things in my, which are now swelling. I stood on one foot. This is after doing pretty well in an endurance round that just wrecked me. He played the game very well, and if that's what you're going to vote on, I respect that decision. But I played pretty well too, and I don't know if there's anyone out there, with the exception of, I guess, Leslie and John, who can really say, I'm not in the final two because of Elias.
Hello, everybody. What a day we've had. You know what really stinks? Is that, I played a really good Survivor game, and it sucks because that's, unfortunately, how I kind of live my life. So, really, the only time I'm ever going to get, kind of being like, good for you for being yourself, is in the game of Survivor. So, if I don't win, it's like, oh, shit, That being said, my name was never once written down by anybody to be voted out. And I think I was a pretty big threat or target for the majority of the game. Everybody who's in the jury, yes, I did vote for you. I believe he did too, but most of it was my idea. I watch Survivor, and I always hate when people in the jury will vote out of oh, this person screwed me over. Where that's what we're supposed to do. Outwit, outlast, and outplay. I outwitted, I outlasted, and I went to individual immunities too. I carried the luggage from the beginning. I did those things, and I hope you guys can put aside any personal grievances, which I hope we don't even have personal grievances. Guys, let's go get some drinks, So we'll see what happens. Please don't be too mean to us.
You guys both joined Gowanus in the mix-up, and trusted you both completely instantly. Our initial plan, Leslie, John, and I, was to get you guys out. But somewhere in the back of my heart, I thought that I trusted you both, that we would form something new together. John, you and I went off and we spoke, and I completely believed you that we were going to vote off Jason, and I believe that you genuinely meant that. Did you genuinely?
I actually did. What happened, I thought, these two guys have reached out, and Jason is an obstacle to my initial alliance. I went back to Steve, and Steve already has 5 votes against you. So basically, I know you've lost. There were 3 of us, and I knew he had at least 4.
And that's was definitely with us, and it was just about convincing Steve. So it was.
I wasn't going to convince him of shit,
So he ran your game.
He largely did, but the thing was, it wasn't going to be about convincing him.
Right.
It was going to be about convincing him and everyone else you talked to. You are the only person here who has a valid reason to be pissed at me.
What is your financial situation?
Mine?
Yes.
I'm on unemployment that's about to run out. I don't have a job either.
That's great. That's all I need to know.
I'm just going to make a statement. I will say I wish there were 2 other people in the final 2, and I'm not going to lie and say that I'm happy that it's the 2 of you, because I think John and Leslie played a smart game, and I think you both know why I would have sort of hurt feelings in terms of how I was played, especially in those first 2 votes after we merged. But I have no questions.
I told you what was coming.
Yeah. But Steve played me, and you were playing Steve's game.
So it was pretty clear what was going on when Carrie got eliminated, what was going to happen next, and I understood that her and I were a threat to everybody because we're together. But that didn't necessarily concern me. What I try to think about is like how I would have played the game and who I respect more by how they played it. To be honest, it's not hard to outwit me, but I think it's pretty hard to outlast and outplay me. Whoever played the best in those challenges and survived the longest is who I'm going to vote for. Not somebody who manipulated the best, even though that is a big part of it. It's not what I feel is the most respectful way to play the game.
For a minute, I was puzzled about how I was going to proceed because towards the beginning, Steven had set up an alliance with me, and so I'm wondering if I should still feel loyal to that now. But, I mean, an alliance is completely different from telling someone that you're going to stay with them all the way through and through to the end. Some people could call what went down between he, Leslie, and I a miscommunication, or it could have been a deception. So to that end, I've decided on who my vote's going to be, and it's going to be the person that never openly lied to my face.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
I didn't lie to your face. I said, as soon as we were running over, we said, you want to be together, and then I didn't vote for you at the end. I know, he won the immunity challenge, but I never thought. I thought the final four was going to be the four of us, and then I thought it was the three of us who'd been together the whole time. If I never lied and said it was going to be the three of us, I never said that to you. I never said that to you away from Leslie. And I pulled you aside, and I told you I never lied to you, John. I never ever lied to you.
But that's not wholly true.
What role does helping those less fortunate than you play in your lives?
I give a lot of money to street people. Honestly, anybody who looks fucking hard up, I wind up giving money. It's a guilt thing. I'm not gonna say this is like me being awesome and like forward Christian soldiers. I have a lot of guilt, and I throw money at people. While I had like a real job, I gave money to Yele Haiti. It was after the horribleness in Haiti.
Okay.
I gave a bunch of money. I do when I can.
I work with my church. I gave to the tsunami. I don't give to people who are for my basketball team because I don't believe them.
Are you religious? Are you a Christian?
I'm anybody who's religious says that I'm not. Anybody who's not religious says that I am. So I kind of walk that line. So yeah, I give. I'm not the most giving person. With the $100, if I win, it'll all go towards rent.
Same with me. I'm not giving that money to anybody else.
Steve, I heard you say earlier that the only place you can truly be yourself is playing Survivor. Now, I believe I've seen you be yourself on multiple occasions. What's going on? Are you just trying to play our sympathy for you feeling boxed in the world? What was with that statement?
I just meant that I've been such a big fan of Survivor, and but really, and how I am in the game is how I am in real life. With the one exception is that in real life we don't vote out our friend. And this isn't real life, guys. This is just
Survivor.
It's just Survivor.
Elias.
Yes.
Steven seems to have been well helped by his sense of humor. What is your response to him using that gift to build alliances?
There's two things going on there. He's funny. He's funnier than me. He's funnier than most of us, probably. I shouldn't say that in front of this jury. My charm was only going to go so far, and it's limited to begin with. But yeah, I didn't expect to social my way all the way through.
You guys both played an awesome game, hands down to you. Steven, I think you made a good choice because I was not going to take you to the final two. I felt there was a point in the game where I couldn't trust you anymore, but I also felt like you were probably saving me at the same time. I don't know if that is true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was kind of not a question, but a question. And kudos for you. I'm so glad that I went out in a challenge and that you beat me, and it's like fighting for what you want, and I feel like we both have been in a position, because I felt vulnerable the whole time, so I felt like I needed to win.
Yeah.
With that said, Steven, my question for you is, what mod team are you on?
Oh, I'm on Dweeb.
Oh, Dweeb. Right, okay. Do you know what mod team I'm on?
Oh, geez. Actually, I think I do. Thunder Gulch.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That was it.
Those are my questions.
That's all she needed to know.
I'm a little surprised by a little bit of vitriol. I'm going to keep this nice and short. I mean, he said I was the Svengali of this game from the beginning, and he listened to me the entire game. So just because, so if you're a fan of Survivor, and if you really do just listen to the games, there's no way you would vote for him, because he rode coattails the entire time. He's a great guy, but he didn't make any decisions the entire time. I made all the decisions. So please just vote with your brain and not with your bruised egos.
The riding coattails thing, do object a little bit. Everybody here saw what I did in the last several rounds. Shit was really hard. I never gave up on a challenge. I am a beast for physical discomfort. I can handle it. He's right. Yeah. I think I voted as he advised voting. There's a reason for this. I was watching him. I did know who he was talking to and who he was loyal to, or at least temporarily. It was a strategic decision. There was an element of self-preservation to it, and I was conscious of it the whole time. It was not quite as simple as just taking orders. Riding coattails, I mean, you guys saw what it looks like when I ride coattails. I really fucking played this game. He played it before the tribal councils. I played it in the challenges.
It's time to vote.
Hey.
Their speeches just now changed my whole plan. I was for sure going to vote Elias out for sure. But he convinced me that, he's the one who I feel truly survived. Okay, so I'm going to vote for Elias. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in a rude way.
Alright, I'm voting for Steve. I don't know. I guess I respect the Svengali more than the follower of the Svengali, even though that's its own skill. And he lied directly to me, and even though Steve was pretty uncharismatic when he said, vote with your brain, not with your bruised ego, I feel bad for people who say things like that.
I feel very comfortable with this vote. It's like the lesser of two evils.
His rolling around on the floor, on the ground was very impressive, and he really did the shit out of that, so.
So, like I said, I'm voting for the person that I felt beat me, and this guy really turned it on and won outright.
My dude. There you go, my friend.
We got the final two right here, about to find out who wins $100. First vote. Elias. One vote for Elias.
That little heart.
Next vote. Steve. Next vote. Elias. That's 2 votes Elias, 1 vote Steve. Next vote. Elias. That's 3 votes Elias, 1 vote Steve. The winner of Survivor Brooklyn, Elias Davis.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, I totally misunderstood. I thought I was getting voted out.
Yes! Was it 6-1?
6-1.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Elias, congratulations. What do you have to say?
Thank you so much. I am way more poor than you realize, probably.
Congratulations, Elias. Here you are. Survivor Brooklyn. All right. So make sure to join us next season.